like the Niners.
Michael Sharpley. I love that. Let me in, bitch.
Just watch I don't want to
watch Tefe.
I don't want to watch Tefe. Look at Tefe's plays.
Look at my plays, bro.
Tell him Tefe ain't gonna matter, huh?
Man, that's when the Tefe's a fucking bitch. But you ain't never streaming.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley.
I'm watching it right now. I'm watching
it. Seen a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle.
So we just playing for 10 cents?
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. That's fielded in the end zone.
All right.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
How do I turn the game volume down? Dang. Okay, this first play is either going to be a touchdown or a sack.
Here we go. 2, 2.
On first down, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
There are none.
When you run drag routes, you're able to
go
hit a
for it
receiver
whenever you
in
want.
stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He
notifications no more?
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
No, I haven't been getting it.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Oh, man, I'm right there.
Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark it.
So this still repeating too bad.
First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up.
You streaming right now? You streaming his game?
Garoppolo again.
I'm not watching his shit
shot
live.
for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here.
Man, get James Conner out. He's slow as hell.
You're still streaming?
Me? You talking to me?
I told you my shit be tweaking.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 7 and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early
it won't let me.
and loosen things up.
Yeah. I'll see yours.
On second down, this is Edmonds.
Hey, Tesla, go on mute, bro, because I don't want to hear you keep repeating.
Say that?
It'll be a
Not
gain
to
of
meet you, so I don't got to hear you repeat.
Pittsburgh first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
I'm going to pass
exactly
the ball.
right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Yep. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Slam.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds.
And
very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's go. 50, plant.
God damn. I know.
On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
12. 26, hey, zoom. Watch your slant. Go ahead.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports.
11.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Sanders has got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. 11.
Hey.
One, Omaha. Go ahead.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
No!
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Damn, that was a touch.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 94 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I thought I kicked it out of bounds.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
11.
26, Mike.
Go. Hey, come on.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now it's Hodges.
Yeah.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yeah, that's fine. They're just wherever in the Java. It sounded like he's about to say he like hit something now. Oh.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Hey, Charlie!
Throwing now, Hodges on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Garoppolo hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Hodges on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Go.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
To Edmonds on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Hodges. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. James now to return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 55 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Here we go. One, Omaha. Wait, 80.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
We use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so...
Oh, no!
Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 logo.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Go now. 80 games. 80 weapons.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 4. He's checking.
Hustle.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds.
Oh, what am I doing?
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. But I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bravo.
On 2nd down, here's Hodges. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
On 3rd down, Hodges. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
14, 49ers 13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
26, Mike. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Go ahead.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Goodwin able to haul it in. They got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's set, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's see what you got.
They'll run with Edmonds again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Hodges. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
Like literally, they have one guy to block.
Tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
Okay.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to it. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
We certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys.
I'm not snapping it.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, this from 37. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Ready. 60 out ball.
So
Hey, I'll make Jalen give me $20. You don't have to.
Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
I don't have a deal. Whatever the heck it
in the
is.
4th quarter. That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting
Good
to
game,
take
brother.
over, right? The way that you go.
All right, so 7 Lakers.
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
in this party?
Yeah, I think so.
Hello? Who said my name?
I did. You see that?